Do you want clients to come to you on voices.com instead of chasing the dozens of auditions you've sent out? Well, in today's step-by-step tutorial, I'll show you how to create projects or packages on voices.com that get noticed and can help you get booked. Hi, my name is Amy. I'm a more than 15-year veteran of the voice acting industry and an Emmy-nominated broadcaster. And I've really created this channel and this voices.com tutorial series to help voice actors like you unlock their performance potential. Now, this is actually part 3 of my tutorial series for voices.com. As a reminder, I am not sponsored by voices.com. I am not an affiliate of theirs. I'm simply someone who got their start as a voice actor on voices.com many years ago and wanted to help others who are just starting their journey on voices.com with a little bit of guidance that I wish I had had 15 years ago. So far, we have walked through setting up your account and profile and how to complete auditions on the platform. Today, we're shifting gears and diving into projects. After this video, the series is going to wrap up with how to manage your workflow once you start booking jobs on the platform, as well as a video that's going to lay out some pro tips and strategies to really make the most out of your membership. Now, you might be asking, what are packages? Sometimes these are also called projects. Well, packages are a service listing on voices.com where you set the parameters and clients can come directly to you, discover your package, and directly place an order. This I kind of consider voices.com's answer to gigs on Fiverr. And it's a way for you to basically create a package that clients can search for, find, and just directly place an order without you having to audition. When you come here on the search for talent page on voices.com, it's just you come up here in the search bar where it says search for talent and you click see all talent, and this is what you usually get. You start to see the search algorithm will give you the talent that a client can search from when they're looking for someone to hire. But right next to talent, there is a tab called packages. And when you click on that, you will see now this looks a lot like maybe Fiverr or Upwork, where people have created packages. You can see how many reviews the person has, if they're a top talent, what they're charging for this package. You can hear a sample right off the bat. So really the difference between packages and auditions is kind of a proactive versus reactive. When you're auditioning, you're reacting to a job that a client has specifically posted with a specific project that they have in mind, and you are tossing your name into the ring for consideration. Whereas a package is where you're kind of imagining what's a package or an order that a client is likely to want. How can I package that together? What kind of services can I offer? What kind of budget would I charge for that? And put that all together where someone can just go in and say, yeah, that sounds good. I want that. And they can just order it from you. The other advantage of it is auditioning is a very real-time task. You have to wait for jobs to become available. You have to get in there really quickly and get your audition in so that you're one of, maybe the first 20, 30, 40 people who have auditioned. And then you cross your fingers and hope that maybe you get listened to, maybe you get shortlisted, and maybe you get hired. Whereas creating a number of packages can put you on the path to some, I wouldn't call it passive income, but it's a passive way to find work, because once you create a package, it's out there on voices.com. There's nothing left for you to do unless a buyer comes in and orders that package from you, and then voila, now it's not passive income anymore. Now you've got to do the work in real time. But you've not had to spend any additional time going out to find that work. And so this can be a game changer for a lot of people on the platform. And it's a really interesting way for voices.com to be kind of keeping up with the trends of how people hire in 2025 and beyond. So how do you set up a new project? Well, keep in mind, you do need to be a premium member of voices.com to have access to this feature, What you'll do is go to your avatar and you're going to go to Manage Packages, and that's going to take you over to your package page where you're going to come up here at the top and say Create a Package. When you come in, Voices.com does a really great job of just walking you through this step by step, and I'll take you through here a little bit. You're going to select a category. So what category is your package? Animation, audiobooks, documentaries, e-learning, podcasting, television or radio ads, video games, voice assistant. Pick a category that works best for you. Then you want to tell clients what they will get from your service by creating a package title. This is where it'll say, what I offer. Here is what I'm going to do. I will provide you an American English female voiceover for your corporate training video, as an example. This is a place where you are going to want to think about keywords. You're going to want to think about adjectives that describe either your voice or the type of project. And you really want to be intentional about creating your titles. And we'll get into some tips about how to best approach packages a little later in the video. But start thinking about search engine optimization for that title and searching within the Voices.com algorithm for customers who are looking to purchase. You'll then select what language your package is available in, and you can select up to 5 accents for this particular package as well. Now, this isn't all of the accents that you can do. Remember, all of this is specified around this package that you are creating. You don't have a limit to how many packages you can create. So you can create lots and lots of them, each having a different focus. We'll get into that a little more later. And again, so you select a voice age for this package, not for you as a talent overall, but for this package. Once you complete that, you hit Save and Next. I guess I'm going to have to select a couple of things here. So I'm going to say, I'll do a radio ad in English with a North American general as a middle-aged. Okay, save and next. Now the scope of your work. This is where you really get to build your services. How many delivery days? Are you 24 hours, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days out? How many revisions does the client get to have? And what's included in it? Now, because we chose a category here of radio ad, it automatically includes the broadcast license, the non-broadcast license, and a high-quality audio file. I can't deselect those. I can, however, offer additional services if I want. And remember, each of those additional services should increase how much you're charging for the package. Again, since this is a radio ad, you should have price points for a local ad, a regional ad, and a national ad at a 13-week license and a 1-year license. And so you get to set all of those prices out how you see fit. I'm just going to say these are not the real prices that I would choose. I'm just going to use basically what they say is their minimum. Okay. So do you include any of these things in the package? If you don't, that's okay, but you can put them in as add-ons. So you can either include them in the package and maybe package your price your package higher, or you can keep your package very basic at a reasonable price point and then charge for each additional add-on to then bump up how much your package is worth. I'm going to leave it blank like that for right now. And so a local 13-week ad, $250. You'll see that voices.com, of course, will take their platform fee off of that. So at $250 that the client pays, you'll get $200. They also have, some help here on how to set your pricing, how to do add-ons, that type of thing. Once you get that taken care of, then you'll move to the third page, which is the description. So this is where, just like in your biography, your profile, you needed to give a brief but professional and kind of eye-catching description of yourself as a voice talent. You want to do the same thing here to describe this package. Why the client should hire you for this package, why you are an expert to be offering this package, and what the package entails. Then you can also lay out some frequently asked questions in advance for the clients. You automatically, voices.com automatically will list, what if I have different requirements than what you've listed? How do I hire Amy, your name? How do I pay Amy? Those things all automatically come up. You can then add additional questions. They give you some suggestions of things that you can add, or you can add your own custom frequently asked questions to the list as well if you wanted to. And then you would then, just like up here, if they already have the answers to their default ones listed, if you do put in a question of your own, in addition, or even a custom one, you then do need to type up and compose an answer as well for the clients or the potential customer to see. Save and next. Now, media. You're going to need to create a thumbnail for your package. It says here, your eye-catching image. Uploading a custom image helps your package stand out. Choose an uncluttered, clear, and focused image that best reflects the service you're offering. It tells you right here, it needs to be a JPEG or a PNG, a 4:3 aspect ratio, ideally 200 by 150 pixels. So it tells you exactly what you need to do. My advice, go into a program for free like Canva. Look for one of the templates they have there, customize it for yourself, and plunk it right in there. Just make sure that it's clear and not too cluttered and looks professional. Then for this package, you're either going to select from the demos you've already got loaded on your profile, or you can upload a brand new demo specifically related to this package. And you can have more than one demo affiliated or associated with the package. So optimize this, maximize this as best you can. Now you're going to save again. It'll move you to the next one, which is your requirements. They are always going to ask clients to provide the file attachments, which is your scripts or any reference files, non-disclosure agreements, anything that is pertinent for you to have. And they're always going to ask the clients to provide you with clear instructions. Their vocal direction, artistic direction, their pronunciations, if there's anything tricky, things like that. You can also add up to 3 more additional questions that you would like the client to be required to answer prior to them placing the order if you would like. So that's an option as well. And then finally, they will give you a preview of the whole thing. This is how it would look to a client. Your thumbnail would be here, your name and your avatar, and how many reviews you have, and your title, the overview, reviews about you. That's the nice thing, is that not only do they get to go through, okay, what's the overview of the package, what's included in the package, what's the frequently asked questions. Here's where you can decide, I wanted a national for a year. Okay, that's going to be $1,200. They can also read about you. This is going to kind of migrate your profile information into here as well, and also will give them reviews and things like that, and showcase all of your other packages as well at the bottom of the screen. Then the last thing you're going to do is hit submit for review down at the bottom. Voices.com will actually review your package, make sure that you're staying within guidelines, make sure everything is in order, make sure everything is in place, and then they'll notify you through email when your package has been approved and is live on your profile. And you'll see here that right now I have it in draft because I haven't submitted it for review because this was just an example. You'll also have a tab that shows you any packages that are pending review that you're waiting. And then once they're approved, they'll show up here on your approved tab. So my recommendations for you for managing your packages and updating your packages: refresh them every so often to stay competitive. Just like you would refresh or update your demos or your bio in your profile, you want to refresh and update your packages every so often as well to make sure that they're still looking sharp, making sure they're still standing out, and making sure they're still accurately representing what you have to offer as a voice actor. Also, be sure that you're tracking which ones generate interest and optimize the rest of your packages accordingly. If you have a package that's really seems to get a lot of attention, what keywords are in the title? How do you have the description set up? What kinds of demos do you have going on with it? And what does your thumbnail for it look like? When you have success, repeat that across your other packages with the same kind of formatting and templating, and that's going to make your life a whole lot easier and hopefully gain more traction for your other packages as well. My biggest tip here is go for multiple packages to hit different niches. Have a specific radio commercial package, television commercial package, video narration package, an audiobook package. If you do characters, then you'll want an animation package. And if you do different accents or dialects or languages, then make sure you do all of those niches for each one of those accents, dialects, or languages as well. Really, you're only limited by the different varieties of niches and skills that you have as a voice actor. You can really build out your packages to be a really robust portfolio. And the great thing is you can also then use it as kind of a selling point for yourself. You could share your package on social media perhaps and tell, or on your website, and tell people, if you would like to book me for this package, here's the link to go find it on voices.com and you can order right away. Now, if you're really serious about building your voiceover career, but you haven't yet started to gather the equipment that you'll need to get started, don't forget to grab my free home studio starter pack. It's going to help you set up your space without wasting money on gear that you don't need. It lays out the 10 essential pieces of equipment every home recording studio needs for voice actors. It is a free download. You'll find the link down in the description. And hey, while you're there, make sure you click to sign up for my weekly free newsletter, Mastering the Microphone. It comes to you every week with a dose of voiceover tips, challenges, practice methods, some tricks of the trade, and a lot of truth. Even some behind the scenes stuff from my day-to-day as a voice actor. So that's how you create projects on voices.com that help clients find you instead of you doing all the chasing. Now, don't forget, video number 4 of the series is coming out soon, managing jobs and clients on voices.com, because once you get started on the booking, congratulations, first of all, but then how do you manage your day and how do you keep everything organized when you're juggling a bunch of different projects? If you want to get caught up with the other videos in this series, be sure to check out my voices.com 101 tutorial playlist here on the channel. And while you're waiting for the next video to come out, why don't you do a little bit of practicing for your next audition by warming up your mouth with some tongue twisters? You can find that video right here. It's a lot of fun. Challenge yourself, and I'll see you next time.